Okay, we're live. Welcome to the Volairen Show. Excuse me. All right. Welcome to the Volairen Show. I'm Volairen, and so I had a rough day yesterday. Can't go into details why. It was basically a lot of personal stuff. Some events happened, but yeah, so I'm not really going to talk about it on YouTube. I don't think it's appropriate, but I'm back. But I had to take a day off. I was like, yeah, this shit sucks. So I got some shitty news yesterday. Some really shitty news. I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay. It doesn't it's nothing about the Philippines or me staying here or anything, nothing like that. Nothing that jeopardizes me directly. Yeah, and then that's all I'm gonna say. So to kick things off, before we begin, I want to as always shill a couple things, as a lot of YouTubers do. But I'm gonna keep it short, try to keep it short this time. So how about this? I have, there is a join button. It exists. I have completely overhauled my membership program, and if you want to know more about that, I have made a whole video about it on my channel page, on my memberships page. So just click the join button, and then you should be able to see it. Anyway, so that'll give you all the details about what I'm offering there. And then we have a live event coming up. I don't know exactly when. The date is to be determined. As soon as I get enough people together, I'll be able to do it. So if you're interested in either a Stellaris co-op or some other multiplayer event, please send me a DM in Discord. Hop on Discord, introduce yourself, and then send me a DM. I'm usually on most of the day, so I will most likely respond to you. And so right now we're just looking for people. So if you find that you can do it, especially if you can make the times, we'll figure that out. And then once we have a date and a time, we will go ahead and live stream it, and I think it'd be really fun, really good for the whole community. So anyway, that being said, we're playing Stellaris today. Now, there is one more thing I need to go over. Let me open up chat on my phone. And I noticed that my last stream, the chat on my phone was not, my phone was not posting the chat that I was getting in my stream. So that was really annoying. That was okay. So I turn that down. All right, but I've got it pulled up now. Hopefully, it will see the messages as they're put up. But yeah, every once in a while, I'm gonna do my best to try to check the web page to make sure that I didn't miss any chats. And if you were somebody whose chat I missed, I apologize. It is what it is, and I try my best. So, let's see. So yeah, that's about all I have to talk about before we start playing Stellaris. I'd like to get my head back in the game. Gonna do some work today, gonna do some working out. I'm just gonna get on with my life. But yeah, I needed a day to process what happened yesterday. So anyway, I know you guys are probably, whoever's hearing this, probably dying because I like I said, I don't think it's appropriate to talk about it because there are people involved, and I don't think it's right to talk talk about them on YouTube without their consent. I don't know. I just don't feel right about it. So, but anyway, mainly, I will say this: the upsetting news I got was more about other people than it was about me. Even though it does greatly affect me. I mean, so that's all I will say. Let's see. So back to Stellaris. We just got done kind of winning a war with the Wanoob swarm. Oh, did it roll back a little bit? I think it rolled back a little bit. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to move the clock forward, and obviously we're gonna try to bombard that. Oh, we have to take that over first.
Engaging hostile station.
Yeah, it's okay. So there it is. That happened the other day. So yeah, we're basically yet again forced into peace by war exhaustion between two empires, I might add, where war exhaustion should just not be a thing. You know, Phonetic Purifiers and, you know, Devouring Swarm. Especially Devouring Swarm, it's like, why on earth would Devouring Swarm have war exhaustion? That makes no sense. So, but whatever, it happened. So, I think overall we did gain some territory. I think we did lose these planets here, but they lost these, and so I think the war went slightly in our favor. Well, it actually really did, because we really pounded their fleets hard. They lost a lot more ships than we did. Their war exhaustion went up way faster than ours did. So anyway, our economy's doing okay, except for the fact that our alloy gain is abysmal. So what we need to do is we need to look at our planets and see if there is a way to increase the amount of alloy and consumer good production that our planets are doing. Now, we have... Now, the habitability is 45%, okay? So what we need to do, we got 35, we have 35 population, but nobody's on any of the complex stuff. So this Haruspex thing, I don't know what this is. I guess this is for Cybernetic Creed. This is engineering research and Unity. It's a Cybernetic Creed thing, so I think I'll just leave it the way it is. Now, I think we should definitely... Yeah, I think that's what we should do. Definitely need to get people on the Metallurgist. That only gave us 3 alloy gain, so... I think the most powerful thing we can do right now is change our species. We need to change the species on our on our frozen planets with the frozen planet trait, so that they will get better habitability there and make better resources, and do the same thing for dry planets. So now this is a generator world, but that doesn't mean we can't put alloy foundries on it. Same here, because we have plenty of minerals. All right, let me make sure that there isn't anybody chatting. Okay. How's my... Okay, my bitrate stable. That's good so far. Yeah, and honestly, I think there actually is a lot of space to put alloy foundries. In fact, this is an industrial planet, so we should probably do that. Except on my fortress world, I will leave that for fortresses. Okay, we're gonna go to species, and we've already made wet Alari, and they are being modified. Okay, so that's going to be a huge jump in resources, I believe. I could be wrong. Actually, let's see what they are, what they have. Well, if nothing else, the universal augmentation is going to increase the resources for sure. Just better suit the job that the pop is currently working. So if it's a technician, it's going to produce more energy credits than a species that doesn't have this, and so on. Like it'll use I forgot what the trait's called, but like, say for example, it was on a mining world, it was a miner, it would use the power drills, it would have the power drills bonus. So, and it would just change between that depending on what job it does. So having that alone is going to make this switch worth it. So what we're going to do is see if we can So take that away. We have dry climate mods. I'm not going to update template. I'm going to create template. Great. So that adds onto that. So we'll simply modify that one. Wait, what the f... Oh, okay. Okay. Go. And we'll go with Frozen. And name it Frozen. Not Let It Go, but Frozen. And then create. Okay. So that pretty much covers all the different planet types. So we didn't terraform the planets, but we did the next best thing, which is we adapted our species to those planets. So in the case of like for Frozen, for example, we get the 20% habitability plus the 30% habitability for the Frozen, so we get a plus 50% habitability. So this is either going to turn the planets green for this species or yellow at the very least. For sure. Most likely green. Now, I can only modify one species at a time, but when wet is done, go ahead and run the clock. When the wet species is done upgrading, which let me see how long it take. Doesn't say. Let's look at the situation log. Yeah, species modification. It's gonna take 85 months. That is a little bit off. Unfortunately. So I think we don't have enough consumer goods to adjust our alloy production. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to try to buy some. And then we're going to make some cruiser. Definitely going to make some cruiser. Because we did make a... I thought we made a cruiser last night. Oh, it was a dirtbag and rolled back. I really hate it when it rolls back. I wish it would. But anyway, I guess we'll make a cruiser again. Broadside bow, and use the hangar core as always, and then gunship stern. We're gonna go ahead and fill with lasers. Basic strike craft, which I think our technology, yeah, we are about. I'm not a. We're gonna be soon upgrading the weapon on that, which is a big deal. Level 2 strike craft this early on is pretty nice. Okay, so we're gonna do half and half armor and shield. What the fuck? So, misclick there. And carrier combat computer. Now, I don't think there's anything else really that can be done. Hopefully at some point we get shield capacitors so we could use the rest of this power. But I think that's good enough for now. I mean, we could put another shield up, but I kind of don't want to do that. I am convinced, though, that shields actually are better against the computer than armor is, because the types of weapons that the computer likes to use, shields hard counter pretty hard, to an extent. Not always, but like, yeah. So anyway, but I'm gonna do half and half because they could always pick a different weapon or whatever. See, when you do half and half shields, half armor, it really takes the guesswork out of things. It makes it a lot harder to counter you, with weapons, with certain weapon types, and like, it's a very balanced approach. And even if like, it's kind of like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's kind of like diversifying when it comes to your hit points. So you don't want to get one shot by any particular weapon, right? So, that's why I do half and half. And I know there's a lot of YouTubers out right now that are saying use only armor, and I get that, and I get what the numbers say, but doing things this way has practical experience, and I've had better success. For whatever reason that is, I've had better success doing half and half than I have using all shields. Almost invariably, every time I've used mostly shields or all shields, I would get countered almost by the computer almost every time. So this kind of just makes it harder to kill me in general. Would I have less of an advantage against a computer opponent that was heavily skewed towards damaging towards sorry, I lost my train of thought. You know, we'll get it back. You guys get what I'm trying to say. So anyway, we're gonna save that. Hopefully it doesn't roll that back. And we're gonna add these ships. And it is absolutely critical that we get these ships before they attack us again, because they will attack us again. Because they already have cruisers. Or we decide to attack them. So that as well. Now, this one. In fact, this game, I'm gonna try to monohull. Yeah, that's 16,000 fleet power. I'm all for that. 34 ships. 4 ships. Okay. So I think I would like to move that up. Let's reinforce this one first. I think we should grade, but let's just reinforce. I want to make as many, so we can make 4 cruisers. So we're definitely going to do that. Try to get our alloy production up as fast as possible. And kind of, I almost want to make a monthly trade, but every time I've done that with alloys, I've just gotten like, just my economy gets ravaged every time I've ever done that. So that's why I don't really use monthly trades, because it just ravages my economy, because I don't have the attention span to keep up with it. So I mean, I know there are certain limits where, you know, like if you set it at a certain point, the price doesn't go up. But I've noticed for alloys that isn't necessarily the case. Okay, so aggressive stance, Admiral. That.
Council agenda available.
So we have a lot of influence. I don't think we have habitats. And the problem is, yeah, we have all that influence, but we don't want to spend our alloys on anything but ships right now. Because if we spend all our alloys claiming these systems, we are going to be... I think what we're going to do instead, we're going to let this guy claim them. We're going to get as strong as possible in our fleets. And then we're just going to crush him. I think you need to...
New technology discovered.
So I think the thing that has made this this game very difficult for me is the 2 entrances to my empire from this direction, and I've kept fighting from this direction. So every single war I've had to fight on 2 fronts every single war, and it's very difficult to swing around and go back and forth. So there's actually a 3rd entrance there. So yeah, it's really, fighting wars with this geography is really annoying. Exotic material labs. X-ray laser. Plasma thrower. So let me see here. I think I'm gonna go for laser, because then we can go for tachyon lance after that, because we're just not, autocannons just isn't popping up, and plus getting tachyon lance would be decent, just getting any X-Lot weapon. So, but this research complex is very tempting. Our research is doing good, but I think we need to get X-ray laser. It's not our primary weapon, or it's not gonna be, but it's still one of our weapons. So I think we should just research that as quick as possible. Hate to pass on research complexes, though, really do. So this is green. We're gonna colonize that, and we're gonna colonize all these. We're gonna wait to colonize the Arctic world. Oh, this one's green too. So, oh, we don't have enough consumer goods. Let's see if we can buy some more. Yeah. Because we definitely need more planets, so.
New technology discovered.
Okay, we got improved strike-craft, and now an autocannon shows up. At this point, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to I'm not sure if I want to get autocannons. I think I'll be okay with lasers. I think it might be better if I pick up Star Fortress. Yeah, so let's try that. But we do need to immediately change our ship design. Now, crappy thing is we're gonna have to upgrade our fleets. Where are our fleets? Our fleet's seriously not docked. Okay. Have to change that. Get rid of that shipyard after that's done creating. I think we can at least put all these construction ships on auto construct, even though they can't claim systems, just in case there's any loose ends with our resource deposit. Okay, this is a science ship, so we're going to tell them to survey and do anomalies, because we pretty much explored everything already. Okay, what's the deal with him? Alright, there we go. Our ally gain is at 32. That's good, but our consumer goods is 0. Let's see if we can... We're going to keep buying alloys as much as we can. Alright, our fleet power jumped up to 11. That's good. We may be able to... Yeah, we need to change our design.
Establishing colony.
So we can pick a new tradition. We don't have prosperity yet, so that pretty much demands that we get it. So that's going to help us.
Available.
So let's do that.
Establishing colony.
We got colonies being established. So I do want to upgrade. I wonder what building we put here. So there's Forge of the Fellowship. Interesting. Okay. So, interesting. With this, my metallurgists produce minerals. Okay, no, they turn minerals into alloys. So they produce 3 different types of jobs. Plant limit 1. We might as well make it. It's kind of basically another being able to have another one of these. That is really powerful. So we're definitely going to, as much as I like them. Wait. Okay, we have plenty of volatile motes. I don't think we need this many volatile mote building for sure. Actually, wait. Yeah, no, I don't. Oops, no, not that one. Oh. We can't build that here, huh? Okay. We'll just leave it the way it is then. See if we can build it here. Yes, we can. So, and we're gonna try to build one of these on every one of our planets. Forge of the Fellowship. So it requires planetary administration. We can go ahead and purchase that, and then okay. We have a lot of energy credits, which is good.
Construction online.
So I think our starbase built. So let's get rid of that shipyard.